Hello there, welcome. My name is Mo Moon and you're on my YouTube channel, Mo Moon. So welcome to all of you who are here. This will be the weekly reading, daily tarot card reading for Monday, August 1st, 2022 to Sunday, August 7th, 2022. We do not have any new or full moon this week. It's there's a lot going on astrologically, I'm sure, but I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to astrology. But I'd like to mention the full and new moons when they come, and we just got out of a new moon in Leo. So if you want, you can let me know in the comments down below how you felt that was. I felt like the Leo new moon actually made me more bold to ask certain questions and come to certain realizations, even if they were not necessarily what I considered to be my truth. I was able to bring up bold answers that made me really shook up the foundation of who I am, and brought the truth to the surface in an even more empowered and strong and sturdy way. So let me introduce the cards that I'll be using. I'll be using the Tarot of a Moon Garden, and it's interesting because I'm actually in what looks like kind of a garden, right? I'm outside. So we're using Tarot of a Moon Garden by Karen Marie Schwickart. We're also using the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. And we're using the Forest Fae, Curious Messages of Enchantment by Nadia Turner, and this is an oracle deck as well. And I didn't even realize when I was getting my stuff ready to come out here to do this reading, and I picked this deck, I didn't even really think about the fact that I'm out in the forest right now. So it's very appropriate that we're using this deck. So if you want to skip ahead to a specific day to find out, what that specific day has in store for you, I will leave the timestamps for each day in the description box down below. Hopefully you can stick around for the full reading. I do find that the messages actually come out. The general message of the week ahead. Sorry for all that stumbling with my words there, but it actually makes more sense if you watch the reading in full. And then if you want to use the timestamps to go back to a specific day on that day, or just to see if that actually happened for you with the energies that I'm predicting, you can always use the timestamps. So it's really beautiful. I don't know if you can hear the babbling brook, but it's a really beautiful, there's the babbling brook. It's a really beautiful space here. So let's start by drawing our cards. So as I said, we're doing the week ahead reading for Monday, August 1st, 2022 to Sunday, August 7th, 2022. You and I are surrounded by the white golden light of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Above us and below us, to our left and to our right, in front of us and behind us, all the way around us, we are protected by the white golden light of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And no negativity can pass through this powerful white golden light that is protecting us. All negativity is reflected off the surface of this white golden light that is protecting us back to the centers, and so it is. I'm kind of sitting on an angle here, so my back's a little sore. I'm trying to... All right, so let's get the cards for the week ahead, the tarot cards. Monday, August 1st to Sunday, August 7th. Universe, guide my messages. Help them to be accurate, clear, concise. Universe, speak to us. Give us insight so we can do better, be better. Feel seen, heard, understood, known, safe, protected, brave. Monday, August 1st. Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Wednesday, August 3rd. Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. Thursday, August 4th, 2022. Thursday, August 4th. Friday, August 5th. Friday, August 5th. Saturday, August 6th. Saturday, August 6th. And Sunday, August 7th. Sunday, August 7th. Let's get a Forest Fae card for the overall message at the end of the reading for August 1st to August 7th, 2022. And to start off the reading, we'll use a Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card for the week of August 1st to August 7th, 2022. Please, Universe. A Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card to start off this reading, give us an insight into the energy of the coming week, August 1st to August 7th, 2022, Monday to Sunday. August 1st to August 7th, 2022. All right. So let's start with the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card. The Guides of Fairy, the Fire Fairy, Creative Action and Optimism. Card number 30. It's interesting that we have a fairy card here. They're not all fairy cards, but we're actually like in the woods here. And before we started recording this video, I was actually thinking about the forest fairies that are here in this space right now, and I was asking them to help me with this reading. And the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards have many different types of cards, and they're not all fairy cards. So it's interesting that we got the Fire Fairy. Speaks to something about being in your element, being in a space where you feel comfortable this week, being in a space where it just feels like you're in the right place at the right time. And it's interesting that it's the Fire Fairy because we're in Leo season, and Leo is a fire sign. And it says creative action and optimism. And fire is, a few squirrels are running around chasing each other. Fire is like that. It's like chasing what you really want in life and having fun doing it. So the Fire Fairy is giving us that energy to have creative action this week, and also to be optimistic. And when I think of fire, I really do think about optimism. I have a little ant crawling on me here. I really do think of optimism when I think about fire, because I think about all the good things that fire brings, right? When we think about the sun and how it warms up the earth and helps the plants to grow and helps the leaves to photosynthesize and be healthy, so we can have our oxygen, just everything working in balance and in fluid movement. So creative action and optimism. So remember this week to tap into that energy that you have of creative action and optimism. There is an energy here this week where we are being given the tools we need to move forward in creative action, and also to be more in a state of positive positivity. So it's card 30, and okay, so 3 is the Empress and 0 is the Fool. So the Empress is about abundance, and actually it's interesting because we're going to be having on August 1st, Monday, August 1st, we are going to be celebrating the turning of the wheel, and in the Northern Hemisphere we are celebrating Lugnasad or Lamas, and in the Southern Hemisphere they're celebrating Imbolc, if I'm not mistaken. But here we have card number 30, and 3 is the Empress, and 3 really does kind of touch into Lugnasad, because the Empress is about a harvest and bringing bounty from the earth, and Imbolc is about the light, and without the light, these seeds that are in the earth cannot come up and eventually give way to the harvest that we so eagerly await. So there's something here this week about like awaiting and eagerly awaiting, and being grateful, feeling the energy of new life, because of the fire. You know, we all have that fire within us. I don't know if you've ever heard that song. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. So we have the elements, and fire is the element of our spirit. It is what it animates us. It is what pushes us forward, right? So we have the fire fairy giving that energy, that magical push forward this week. So let's look into the tarot cards for the week. I'm just going to turn them all over. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'll let you know what I see here in a little bit. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yikes. Oh my God, I can't believe it. What? Okay, this is crazy. So I'm just gonna show you all the cards one by one, and then I'll go back and read them for each specific day. So Monday we have card 0, the Fool, and I was talking about card 3, the Empress, and I forgot to mention that card 0 is the Fool, and we actually have the Fool on Monday, card 0. On Tuesday we have card number 21, the World. This is speaking about beginning to end, start and finish, kind of like also the harvest coming in, right? When we harvest something, we think about the hard work that we put into it at the beginning, and the finish line where we are actually reaping what we've sown. Okay, so Wednesday we have the 4 of Staffs, which is speaking about stability. Thursday we have card number 12, the Hanged Man. So we have a lot of major arcana. Friday we have card number 17, the Star. Saturday we have card number 1, the Magician. So as you see, we have a lot of major arcana. And Sunday we have card 13, Death. So in total, we have 6 major arcana out of 7 tarot cards, and we have 1 minor arcana. It's the 4 of Staffs, which speaks about stability. And again, staffs are that fire energy. Well, the wands are fire energy, spirit. Remember, fire my spirit, being stable in your spirit. And wow, so many major secrets coming to light this week with all these major arcana. I don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like there's so much here to talk about. But let's start at the very beginning, Monday, August 1st, with card number 0, the Fool. Now, when I think about the Fool for Monday, August 1st, there is a special place in my heart for the Fool, because when I think about the Fool, I think about the jester, I think about the mime, I think about the clown, I think about the putting on a disguise, makeup, you know, putting your makeup on and going out there and making people laugh or making people have a good time, and not being afraid to make fun of yourself, to do things that are maybe embarrassing for you, to to make the crowd happy and to make people smile. And I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a sad energy, because it's like, when I think about the fool and the comedian, even like the comedian could be considered a type of fool, right? When I think about a comedian, I think about Robin Williams, and I think about how he was so funny. Mrs. Doubtfire, it was a hilarious movie that he created. He did a lot of funny movies, and yet he was so distraught that he committed suicide. And when I think about the fool, I think about that person that maybe in the limelight, they look happy, they make people happy, they make people laugh, but when it comes to them in the shadows, they're really actually quite disturbed and tormented and wrung up inside. So I also think about, with the fool, Monday, August 1st, I also think about, of course, Lughnasadh, and the god Lugh, the sun god. Here we have the fire again. And when we think about laughing and making people laugh, we think about fire energy, fire in the belly, making people have that energy of laughter coming through them, and that sound of laughter, it's like fire. And also when you make people laugh, it's like the harvest, especially for a mime or a clown or a comedian. The harvest for those types of energies is the laughter that comes from the crowd. When you get that laughter, you're getting your harvest. You're getting what you worked hard to create back into your energy, So it can be a sad energy, but the Fool in the Major Arcana also speaks about, setting off on a journey, pure of heart, without having really been jaded by the world. And maybe there's something to that. When you think about a comedian, you think about how they might experience life as an innocent creature, and they don't understand why the world is the way it is, when all they want to do is spread joy and laughter, and yet the world is so hard and cruel at times, But the Fool is an energy of somebody who is going out there, and they're not thinking about like the sorrow of life. They're thinking about the joy of life and the joy of making people laugh. So the Fool card for Monday, August 1st is speaking about like going out into the world without the fear or apprehension of how the world will respond or what the world will bring into your life. The Fool is an energy of starting off on your journey with a light heart, with a light, without caring too much, just going, freely into the world, and in an optimistic outlook, with an optimistic outlook of thinking, what will this journey be like, and what are the good things that I will experience. So I feel like we're starting off the week Monday, August 1st with Lughnasadh and Imbolc, celebrating the turning of the wheel and the seasons turning with a fresh, like a fresh slate, a new page, turning the page, starting a new chapter, maybe even journaling, how you're feeling, and feeling the freshness, the breeze coming in on Monday, August 1st, 2022 with the Fool, card 0 of the Major Arcana. Now, Tuesday, August 2nd, we have card number 21, the World. And it's interesting that we have card 0, the Fool, and then on Monday, and then on Tuesday we have the World, because it feels like we skipped the whole lesson, which was in between 0 and 21. 21 is the end of the Major Arcana, 0 is the beginning of the Major Arcana, and yet we have 1, 2, 3, 4 other Major Arcanas this week. You would assume that this would be at the end of the week, and this would be at the beginning of the week, and everything else would be like squished in between. But it seems like we're seeing the big picture on Tuesday, August 2nd with the World card. It seems like we're seeing the big picture, and like we're fixed and focused on this big picture, and it's almost like there is no time to sit and think, because the big picture is all we can focus on. The world, the world. Card number 21 of the major arcana. And card number 21, see 10, 10 and 1, 21. 2 and 1 is 3, so it has to do with the Empress card, right? Yeah, 3 is the Empress. So again, we're coming back to that energy of Lugnasad and the harvest, or Imbolc and the light coming in. And we have the world, and the world brings us back. Card number 21 brings us back to the Empress. The Empress. So it's something about a harvest here, something, reaping something that you've worked hard for, and feeling like the world is finally your oyster, being able to dance into a new chapter, but also realize that it's the end of a chapter. We could feel, there's a squirrel up there. With the World card, it's very magical. Here we have actually a fairy, which is very appropriate because we're in the woods here and there's fairy folk around us. Again, energy of being in your element. The world is your oyster, Tuesday, August 2nd. Really taking a look at the world around you and what you've created for yourself. Feeling a sense of magic within the creations that you have created. Feeling a sense of magic with your world. Being in balance with yourself and your magical mindset. Being fixed on the state of your affairs at this time, Tuesday, August 2nd, feeling fixed. The World card also has to do with the fixed signs. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, the fixed signs of the zodiac. And it has something to do with being fixed. It has something to do with being fixed in your mindset. Being fixed in your mindset because what you have come through and everything that you've learned from the Fool to this card here, 21, the end of the journey, you realize that to get to this point that you're at on Tuesday, August 2nd, you've had to have a fixed mindset. You've had to be fixed on your goals. You've had to be fixed on what you wanted to achieve, and something is coming to fruition Tuesday, August 2nd with this World card for number 21. So Wednesday, August 3rd, we have the Four of Staffs, and the Four of Staffs, well, it's also known as the Four of Wands. It feels a lot less heavy, and that's not in the sense that it's not in a bad sense. It's just that with the major arcanas of the Fool and the World on Monday and Tuesday, now on Wednesday with the Four of Staffs, we have a minor secret here. It feels like a little bit of a break in this week, and the Four of Staffs speaks about being able to just be balanced. You know, like the four corners of a house or the four corners of something that is stable, and celebrating, again, the things that you've created, the things that the fire in your belly have caused you to bring into your present circumstance. So Wednesday, August 3rd, we have the Four of Staffs, and it's interesting, there's a castle in between the staffs there. Hard to see, it's a little bit blurry, but there's a castle right here. So sturdiness, right? Like when you think about a castle, you think about an establishment that is fixed, that is sturdy, that is impenetrable. And maybe that's what our mindset is like on Wednesday, August 3rd. It's like we have an impenetrable mindset because we are so stable and grounded, and the fire in our bellies is what is keeping us stable and grounded. Almost like the energy is so stable and we are so grounded in our energy that nothing can shake us. and we can focus on just being at peace with what we have created in our lives, and also keeping our hearts and our minds open to love and to the incoming of love and to celebration. The Four of Staffs can also speak about celebration. It can speak about a wedding. It can speak about something where you have people coming into your home and or into this building, or into, you know, these four pillars, and being invited and feeling at equal balance with these people that are coming into your life, because they are celebrating the same thing that you are celebrating, and they as well have that fire in their belly. So yeah, that's what I see for Wednesday, August 3rd with the Four of Staffs. Thursday, August 4th, we have card number 12 of the Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. Thursday, August... Did I say Thursday, August 4th? Because that's what I meant. Thursday, August 4th, we have gotten a card number 12, the Hanged Man. Thursday, August 4th. So we're having a shift in perspective starting Thursday, August 4th. There seems to be a shift in our perspective. From the beginning of the week with the Fool, the World, and the Four of Staffs, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had a certain mindset that was focused on our abundance, our passions, our stability, our journey, our world. And now Thursday, August 4th with the Hangman. I wanted to say force, like the force is with you, the energy is with you, the energy of the universe is with you. And now Thursday, August 4th with that force within you, that fire again in your belly, you're having a change of perspective. You're actually being able to see something from a new point of view. And it can be a little bit of a jolt. It can be a little bit of because if we're changing perspectives like this hanged man, I don't know why I said handman. When I said handman, it actually made me think about Edward Scissorhands for some reason. Maybe cutting out something in your life on Thursday, August 4th. Cutting out something in your life is making you have a change in perspective, and this change in perspective might be uncomfortable, but there's also a stillness to it, because there's a peace of mind knowing that this moment of still uncomfortability is actually bringing in more truth into your life. It's bringing in more truth about who you are, and you're not afraid to stand up for your different viewpoint, even if that means being in an uncomfortable situation. You've realized that life has taught you to see things in a different way Thursday, August 4th. And it's a good thing that we can all have our unique perspectives, which I feel is what this energy is talking about Thursday, August 4th. Each of us having our unique perspectives, and with the unique perspectives that we all have, it brings the more personality into the world, and more color and more vibrancy, and we can each focus on our own viewpoints and take creative action and be optimistic about what we are taking action on, because we believe that in our viewpoints so strongly, because we have had the experience that we've needed to have to shift our perspective. So Thursday, August 4th, we are either being in that energy of shifting perspectives, or we're actually in the energy of shifting perspectives on Thursday, August 4th. Already we're at Friday, August 5th, and we have card number 17 of the Major Arcana, the Star. And this is a very hopeful and optimistic day, Friday, August 5th, with the Star card. Card number 17, the Star, comes, on the Fool's Journey. This card 0 on Monday, and now card 17, the Star, on Friday. It's like the Fool is learning what it truly is to find hope. The energy of the Fool, which is us going through the week with these different major arcana, the Fool meets this energy of the Star, and they understand the true meaning of hope. They understand the true meaning of finding light in the darkness. They understand the true meaning of finding purpose, and the true meaning of why we have our perspective shifts, so that we can bring our version of hope to the world. So Friday, August 5th, it feels like whatever you do in life with this Star card, you are feeling more of a sense of purpose. You are feeling more hopeful about what you are taking part in as your job or as your source of income. You could also be seeing a glimmer of hope. Perhaps you're going through something this week or in the past few weeks or in the past few months or years even, which has kind of challenged you and maybe shifted your perspectives, like we had the Hanged Man on Thursday. Maybe thinking about something that that changed the way you see things, and then on Friday, August 5th, feeling hopeful from moving from the Hanged Man to the Star card. We are feeling hopeful about our shift in perspective. We are feeling hopeful about that energy that made us uncomfortable. Instead of feeling uncomfortable now, we are feeling more at peace. We are feeling more at one with ourselves and our journey, and seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. The Star card is the card for Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by the planet, one of the planets is Uranus. And Uranus is a card that speaks about forward thinking and shaking up the norm. So perhaps doing something that is very forward in ambition, very ground shaking, very new and innovative. Perhaps coming up with an innovative idea on Friday, August 5th, that brings you more hope, because you realize that you're getting these downloads from the universe or from your higher self that you'll be able to bring into your life and push forward with that hope, or push forward with those innovative ideas. Maybe make more money doing something that you really love, that you feel like now you have the hope to move forward with. Because the Star card really speaks about, like, when you think about the star and the stars at night, you think about the beauty of the light and the darkness. And the sun is actually the biggest star in our galaxy. And again, like we were talking about the sun, right? Because we were in Leo season, we were talking about the fire fairy and the fire in our belly and the fire, our spirit. And the star, when we think about the star, we don't necessarily think about the sun, but the sun is a star as well. And we have a sun card in the major arcana, so I shouldn't put too much emphasis on the sun card with the Star card. But there is that energy of fire, because even a small star is made of fire, right? I believe like all the stars in the sky are fire, like our energy burning in our solar system. So there's action here with the Star card. Even though we have a woman pouring water, she's taking action. She's pouring that water. She's pouring that healing out onto the world. And Aquarius is known as a humanitarian in the zodiac sign, and humanitarians are very good at pouring out healing. So maybe yourself, you're feeling a sense of healing on Friday, August 5th, or you're feeling like you're tapping into your gifts of healing, something to do with healing and action and soothing the wounds and moving forward, maybe taking care of somebody, being a caregiver, learning how to accept help from others. Could be many things. So Saturday, August 6th, we have card number 1, the Magician of the Major Arcana. And we had the Magician last week as well. I believe it was on, I want to say Thursday or Friday, we had the Magician. And we have the magician again here on Saturday, August 6th. So again, working with the tools that we have before us to create what we want in our physical reality. And the magician for last week, I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. I want to say it was Friday, but it could have been Thursday. But I remember whatever day I looked back and saw the magician card, I remember feeling really at peace that day. And I hope that that's the energy that Saturday, August 6th with this magician card again will bring into our life. A sense of feeling at peace, you know, a sense of feeling like everything is in its right place. We have everything we need. The tools we have are here. There's nothing to worry about. We can take one step at a time, knowing that everything's been planned. There's a purpose to everything. There's a reason to everything. It's like when you think about a magician casting a spell. Everything that the magician magician, I don't know, it feels like I'm like merging the word magician and physician, you know, but I think maybe it's the idea that when a physician goes to help somebody, like let's say at a surgery, a doctor doing a surgery, they have all the tools with them and they have the nurse who is passing them the right tools as they're working, so they don't have to think about taking the tools. The tools are handed to them and they just do the work on the patient or the client, and they do the surgery and they focus on what they're doing. And I feel like that's what Saturday, August 6th with this magician card is. It's like all the tools that we need, we know they're there, they're being handed to us as we need them. We just need to focus on what we're getting done in the present moment and making that happen to the best of our ability, and not think about, you know, mistakes. Just focus on getting the job done, because if you think about the mistakes, you can make the mistake. But if you're thinking about what you want to come to fruition, you will bring that to fruition. Whatever you focus on in life, you will magnify. So with this magician card, it feels like we are able to focus on what we really want in life instead of magnifying the ideas of the things that we don't want in life, because we have all the tools we need to move forward. So Saturday, August 6th with card number 1 of the Major Arcana, the Magician. This one actually looks like a sorcerer or a Merlin the Magician. And lastly, Sunday, August 7th, we have card number 13, the Death card. And I want to say 13, 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is the Emperor. So we have a powerful energy of fire with the Emperor, right? The Emperor is ruled by Aries. Aries is a fire sign. So the Emperor is ruled by the energy of fire. And 13 is 1 and 3 is 4 is the Emperor, but 13 is death. And remember, I was talking about fire, our spirit, and when you go through death, your spirit leaves your body. The fire within you is leaving your body, and you become just a corpse or a cadaver, you know, and your spirit moves on to new places. It feels like it could be something to do with your spirit leaving your body in a sense with the Death card on Sunday, August 7th, and focusing on maybe astral travel or the astral realm, or just feeling very what's the word I'm looking for, etheric, like ethereal, like spirit, ethers, you know, the spiritual realm. I feel like that's what this card on Sunday, August 7th is talking about, 13, death. A lot of the times I think about card 13 and death as an encounter with the ego, but this time it feels more like an encounter with the ethers, with spirit, with energy outside of our bodies, and communicating with spirit and communicating with the energy of death outside of our bodies. And here we have the Grim Reaper, and we have a dragon, and I don't know if you know that song, "Don't Fear the Reaper, and he took my hand, don't fear the Reaper, and he began to fly, don't fear the Reaper." You know, It's like that. It's like the Reaper is putting out his hand, and you're taking the Reaper's hand and you're flying. And I'm not talking about like, I mean, death could actually mean physical death, but I think I'm talking more about like a death of the ego. Like, instead of being so connected to the 3D realm and the ego within the 3D realm, we're being more connected to the 5D realm with this card, and we're being invited to step into the energy of spirituality, perhaps speaking to a spirit or speaking to an ancestor that has passed on, or feeling connected to an ancestor while you're journaling and journaling the energy of that ancestor. I feel like it's a cool day for that, Sunday, August 7th, with this death card. It's a cool day to step into the energy of death. And like, when you think of the energy of death, you think of Scorpio season. This is the card for Scorpio, death. And the Scorpio is a water sign, but it's also a fixed sign. And remember, we were talking about the world and the fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So again, something fixed this week. We have like a fixed intention and a fixed, goal with the Magician, and we have the Fool and the World, which is the beginning and the end. So fixed on like the two endpoints of the journey. Let's get a little bit of information from our overall oracle card from the Forest Fae Oracle deck. It's the Griffin, and I believe the Griffin is actually a firebird. Be brave and fly above the clouds. And that's so cool, because I was just talking about this card, Death, on Sunday, August 17th, as being flying, going on a journey, flying around in your spiritual mind. And then this card says, be brave and fly above the clouds. And I also feel like this card speaks of like vampire energy, because as you may, and it's just interesting because we have the fire fairy as well, and fairies fly, right? So the energy of flight here, the energy of taking flight, like when you see the airplane on the runway rolling down the runway, and then slowly, like when their wings go out, like it lifts up off the ground, and people clap in the plane sometimes when the plane has actually reached liftoff, or when the plane is landing as well. I think people clap, but like there's this energy of taking off and being grateful that you found your wings, and then coming back home and being grateful with the World card, the end of the journey, coming back home and being grateful that you found yourself back in the 3D realm. So something about like taking a journey in the mind, like one of the things that I saw written on one of the books that I saw in chapters was, the greatest adventure you'll ever take will be in your own mind. So there's something trippy about this week, Monday, August 1st to Sunday, August 7th, something really trippy. We have the Magician, we have Death, we have the Star, we have the Fool, we have the World, we have a lot of major energy, Hangman. So something super like powerful, a super powerful secret is being revealed to you, specifically to you. Keep your mind open to be creative, take action, and be optimistic, right? With the fire fairy, tap into that fire energy of Leo season, because we are in Leo season, and really tap into that fire in your belly, that spirit energy. Remember, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. It's also cool because the only minor arcana we have, so the only elemental card we have, is the Four of Staffs, and staffs are fire, but we don't have any pentacles, any swords, or any cups. So there's something very much otherworldly this week, because the elements are what keep us grounded in the 3D, right? And we don't have any elements except for fire this week. So, but we're feeling the fire because we're in Leo season, which is a fire energy. So it's like, it's really strange. And then we have the Griffin, right? Like this fire bird kind of reminds me of a phoenix flying through the sky. The phoenix is a bird of fire, coming out of the flames, reborn, So again, we have death. So there's an energy of rebirth with death, right? When something dies, something new is being able to be born. So there's hope with that death card of like new life, new birth. It's very powerful. So I just want to thank this space, this beautiful space, for allowing us to read in it. Thank you to the forest, thank you to the forest fae, thank you to the trees, the ground, the babbling brook. Thank you to the bugs that are crawling around me. Thank you to you for being here. Let me just light my dragon's blood incense to cleanse this space. Fire. Very fiery this week. I cleanse and bless this space, this energy. May those who are watching be at peace this week, all week. May they be protected by the energy of the fire, of the spirit, of the goddess and God. May they be protected by the white golden light of the goddess and God, left, right, above, below, front, back, all the way around them if they so wish, so that no negativity might be able to touch them, but that it might be reflected off the surface of the fiery golden white light that is protecting them back to the sender, and so it is. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd be happy to have you as a subscriber. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want. If you want to leave a comment, I will get back to you as soon as I can. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday. And I will see you in my next video. Have a blessed week. Bye.